Have you ever walked into a room and instinctively reached for a wall, a chair, or anything nearby, just to steady yourself? Have you noticed yourself slowing down, hesitating at curbs, or quietly avoiding the stairs altogether? The truth is, balance doesn't disappear overnight. It fades, quietly, until one small misstep can change your life forever. And here's something no one tells you. 99% of older adults lose balance because of 5 small mistakes. These mistakes sneak into your daily routine without warning. And by the time you notice, your legs hesitate, your confidence shrinks, and your world gets a little smaller. But today, you'll learn exactly what those 5 mistakes are and, more importantly, how to fix them. Simple, safe, and easy steps. No pressure, no equipment, just practical ways to bring strength and stability back into your life. If you're watching this video, leave a comment below and let us know where you're tuning in from. Your city, your country. We read every message. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Life in Words for gentle, useful guidance every week on healthy aging and confident living. Let's begin. You deserve to feel steady again. Mistake number 1, neglecting foot and ankle strength. When people talk about balance, they often think about the brain, the inner ear, or maybe the core muscles. But what they don't realize is that one of the most important foundations for balance is right at your feet. Yes, your ankles and feet. Every time you trip, tilt, or shift your weight, your feet and ankles are the first to respond. They make tiny, fast corrections to help keep you upright. But as time goes on, if we stop using them the right way, those small muscles grow stiff, lazy, slow to react. It's not just about aging. Modern shoes are soft and thick. Floors are flat and smooth. And hardly anyone walks barefoot anymore. That's how our foundation slowly weakens. Take Walter, for example. He's 77. Never had a major injury, but started stumbling more often. He said, "My feet just don't react in time anymore." His ankle mobility was low, but after just 2 weeks of towel scrunches, calf raises, and rolling a tennis ball under his foot, he noticed a big difference. "I felt steadier," he said, "like I finally woke my feet back up." Try this. Stand barefoot. Lift onto your tiptoes. Do you wobble? Try standing on one foot. Do your ankles shake? That's your body asking for help. The good news is, you don't need fancy tools. Just walk barefoot on safe, uneven surfaces. Stretch your calves. Do slow heel-to-toe walks. These small actions can reawaken your muscles, restore flexibility, and lower your risk of falling. If you've ever felt like your feet just aren't there for you, this is where to begin. If you're still watching, leave a comment with the number 1 to say, "Balance begins at the feet." Let's keep going. The next mistake is one most people don't even know they're making. Mistake number 2, not training your balance. Most people believe balance is automatic, like breathing, like blinking. But here's the truth. Balance is a skill. And like any skill, if you don't use it, you lose it. As we grow older, we become more careful. We walk slower, avoid uneven ground, skip reaching up high, avoid turning too quickly. It feels smart, but over time, it can actually backfire. Because when you stop challenging your balance, your body stops trying. Leg muscles slow down, reflexes fade, signals between your brain and body get sluggish, and simple movements start to feel risky. Margaret, age 74, told me, "I just try not to move too fast anymore." But when I asked her to walk heel to toe in a straight line across her hallway, she wobbled right away. "I had no idea I was this unsteady," she whispered. She thought she was playing it safe, but she was slowly giving up her stability. So what's the fix? You don't need machines or a gym. Start small. Stand on one foot while brushing your teeth. Move slowly like Tai Chi in your living room. Practice walking heel to toe. Stand with your feet together and close your eyes for 10 seconds. These little routines do more than just strengthen muscles. They rebuild your brain-body connection. They retrain your reflexes, and they help you regain confidence in your ability to stay upright. Avoiding balance training might feel safe, but it slowly steals your independence. If you're still here, leave a comment with the number 2 to remind yourself, balance is a skill. I can rebuild it. Next, let's talk about something right under your feet that might be putting you at risk every single day. Mistake number 3, wearing unsafe footwear at home. Wearing soft slippers, walking barefoot across the kitchen, or just wearing socks around the house. These all sound harmless, even comforting. But what feels cozy can quietly become one of the biggest threats to your safety. Improper footwear is one of the top causes of falls at home. And for older adults, those falls can lead to broken bones, hospital stays, or the loss of independence. Your feet are your foundation. They absorb shock, keep you steady, and tell your brain where you are in space. But when your shoes are too loose, have worn-out soles, or offer no support, that foundation becomes unreliable. Let me tell you about Thomas. He's 78 and used to walk around in socks, especially at night. One evening, he slipped on a small rug on his way to the bathroom. "I caught myself on the doorframe," he said, "but it scared me. I realized I had been sliding around my house in socks for years." After that, he swapped his indoor shoes for ones with rubber soles and started using grip socks with silicone pads. Just that one change made him feel much safer. So what should you do? Start by checking your footwear. Are your shoes snug but not tight? Do they support your arch? Are the soles non-slip? Can you walk on tile or wood floors without sliding? If not, it's time to make a change. Avoid loose slippers and slippery socks. Choose house shoes with rubber grips, or wear traction socks designed for safety. These aren't just comfort choices, they're life-saving decisions. They reduce your fall risk, relieve pressure on your joints, and give you peace of mind as you move around your home. If you're still with me, leave a comment with the number 3 to say, "I'm ready to make my home a safer place." Next, we'll talk about something even more subtle, a habit that may feel smart at first, but in the long run, it quietly takes away your strength. Mistake number 4, relying too much on objects for support. Do you walk through the hallway with your hand lightly touching the wall? Do you often hold onto the back of a chair, the edge of a counter, or the side of a door? It might feel like a smart way to stay safe, But over time, this habit can quietly take away your balance. Each time you reach for furniture, your body gets a message, "I can't do this on my own." And the more you send that message, the more your muscles stop trying. The reflexes fade, the nervous system gets weaker, and eventually, your body starts to believe it needs help even when it doesn't. That's how dependence begins. Tina, 76, had a small fall in her hallway, just a slip. After that, she started using a cane. At first, it was just at night, then in the mornings, then all day. Until one day, she noticed something. She had walked halfway across the room without touching anything. I was standing on my own. She smiled, and I hadn't even realized it. So how do you break the habit? Try this test. Walk from one side of your room to the other without touching a thing. If you feel nervous or find yourself reaching out without thinking, don't be discouraged. That's just your body asking for practice. Start with short distances. Focus on your posture. Head up, shoulders relaxed, arms swinging gently. Each step you take without grabbing onto something is a message to your body. I can do this. Because strength doesn't just come from muscles. It comes from trust. Trusting your body and believing in your ability to stay upright. If you've noticed yourself depending more and more on walls and furniture, leave a comment with the number 4 to remind yourself, I'm ready to walk on my own again. Coming up next, we'll talk about something most people forget, but it plays a major role in how steady or unsteady you feel each day. Mistake number 5, ignoring vision and inner ear health. When people think about balance, they picture strong legs, tight muscles, or a stable core. But two silent systems guide your every step, your eyes and your inner ears. These two systems help you sense motion, judge distance, stay upright, and feel oriented in space. But with age, both can quietly weaken. And when they do, your risk of falling increases. Let's start with vision. As we age, the lenses in our eyes become less flexible. Depth perception gets worse, and it becomes harder to see contrast between objects and surfaces. You might not notice it right away, but walking from a bright room into a dim hallway can suddenly feel confusing. You may misjudge a step. You might not see a small object in your path. Now think about your inner ear. This part of your body controls balance through the vestibular system. When this system weakens, you may feel dizzy, you may feel off balance, or have a floating sensation, especially when standing up or turning quickly. But here's the problem. Most people ignore these signs. They blame it on aging and say, "That's just how it is now." Gregory, 81, used to be a tennis player, but recently he kept stumbling, even though his legs felt strong. Eventually, he went to get his eyes checked. His prescription was years out of date, and tests showed a mild vestibular issue. After getting new glasses and a simple treatment plan, his balance quickly improved. "I didn't realize how much my vision was affecting my legs," he said. So here's the message. Don't overlook your vision, and don't ignore feelings of dizziness. Schedule full eye exams, not just for reading, but for depth perception, contrast, and peripheral awareness. And if you ever feel off balance, ask your doctor about vestibular testing. Because your feet may do the walking, but your eyes and ears guide the way. If you've ever felt unsure in the dark or dizzy when standing up, leave a comment with the number 5 to say, "I'm ready to check what's going on inside." Now, let's bring everything together with one clear message. Your balance is not gone. It's waiting to be rebuilt. Conclusion: reclaim your balance. Reclaim your life. If there's one thing to take from today, it's this: losing balance is not something you just have to accept as part of aging. People may tell you to slow down, to be careful, or that it's normal for your age. But caution should never replace confidence. And growing older does not mean growing weaker. Today, we uncovered 5 simple mistakes that can quietly steal your balance. Weak feet, no balance training, unsafe footwear, over-reliance on furniture, and neglecting your vision and inner ear. But the good news is, none of these are permanent. You can rebuild strength. You can restore confidence. You can trust your body again. It doesn't happen all at once, but it starts with 5 minutes of walking barefoot, a better pair of shoes, one visit to the eye doctor, one step at a time. Because it's not about age, it's about action. Imagine walking without fear, turning quickly without hesitation, climbing stairs with ease, hugging your grandkids without needing to hold on to something. That is what reclaiming your balance looks like. If this message speaks to you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Life in Words for weekly encouragement, guidance, and strength for your mind and body. And tell us in the comments, which of the 5 mistakes surprised you most? Your story might be the reason someone else takes their first step toward stability. Small changes today can lead to steadier strides tomorrow. You've got this, and we'll be here with you every step of the way.